Welcome to Wisdom Nuggets 40. Listen and be blessed.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I am happy to come your way with Wisdom Nuggets. Today we shall be looking at what I've tagged the place of patience in the fulfillment of destiny. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 12. That ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. The place of patience in the fulfillment of destiny. With patience in doing the will of God, you receive what you have been promised by God. We are also admonished to be followers of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises. So we see certain patriarchs like Abraham, Joseph, and David who added faith to patience to inherit the promises. Therefore, when faith is present, there is the need for patience. And when patience is present, there is the need for faith in doing the will of God for the promises to come to pass. Like the examples of the patriarchs in the Bible, the promises they inherited were tied to their destiny. Faith and patience are major requirements in fulfilling destiny. Often we are able to master the needed faith, but forget to realize that patience is also a major requirement in the fulfillment of destiny. One needs to allow patience to take its rightful place in the fulfillment of destiny. It took Abraham 25 years of waiting to receive the promise of Isaac. And so Abraham, after he had waited patiently, he obtained the promise. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 15. It took Joseph 13 years to see his dream come to pass. It also took David 13 years to ascend the throne. The patriarchs of old patiently waited for their promise one after the other in the atmosphere of faith. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2 to 3 tells us that though the vision tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass, it will not tarry. Jesus said, in your patience possess ye your souls. Luke 21 verse 19. You may have the needed faith, but without patience you will miss what God has designed for you to become or accomplish on earth. Patience can bring you to the point where all things work together for your good, just like it happened to Joseph and David. God, who has called us, makes all things beautiful in His time. When you are not patient, you miss God's timing for you, where all things are made beautiful. Joseph, in patience, moved from the pit to Potiphar's house, then to the prison. He was completely forgotten in the prison by the chief butler, who got restored until the right time came for him to move from the prison to the palace. All things were working for his good behind the scenes without him knowing. This is what patience brings to the table as you believe God to take you to the next phase of your life. David was anointed as king, but was pushed into the wilderness by Saul. In the wilderness, he had nothing to show for, and at a particular time had to beg neighbor for food. But one day, God pushed the Amalekites into his territory for no reason. The Amalekites burned down the tents of David and his men and took their women and children captive. Not knowing that God wanted to transfer all the spoil the Amalekites got in battle to him and his men. David, by divine instruction, recovered all that the Amalekites took from them, including all the spoil. David then became very wealthy before he even became the king of Israel. Faith coupled with patience is what brings us to the fulfillment of God's plan for our lives. You have need of patience that after you have done the will of God, you obtain the promise. May the Lord give you understanding. Remain ever blessed.